Hello, my name is Adan Burke. I am deaf and have a deaf daughter who attends second grade. She uses sign language and works with an interpreter. She also uses a cochlear implant. I hope this guide helps you better understand the IEP process. This document was copyrighted in January 2016 by the Commission of Deaf, Deafblind, and Hard of Hearing Minnesotans. It was also reviewed by the Minnesota Department of Education. This guide was produced to help parents, teachers, administrators, and students, all those who make up the IEP team, to understand the importance of discussions that focus on the unique communication needs of deaf, hard of hearing, and deafblind learners in kindergarten through 12th grade. A special thank you to the authors of the discussion guide. The IEP is a legal document that should be used to develop special education programs for all children who have disabilities. With deaf, hard of hearing, and deafblind children, IEP teams must consider how their specific access and communication needs in many situations are different than children who can hear. Please download a copy of the discussion guide from this URL. Or use your phone to scan this QR code. This series includes 9 clips. Each video is 5 to 8 minutes long. The clips break up the IEP document and explain how to describe deaf, hard of hearing, and deafblind needs, whether in spoken, sign language, or cued speech. Addressing language access should happen throughout the IEP, not just in the communication section, but all throughout the plan. In addition, this series includes 4 mock IEP meetings that are 8 to 10 minutes long. These situations show how to use the guide's prompts and resources. The discussion guide provides a list of prompts throughout the document. These prompts are to help people think about how hearing loss affects language, communication access and acquisition, what language is being used at home and at school for the range of needs of hard of hearing students with different disabilities, and transition needs teams need to plan for. One of the goals for this project is to help people understand specific challenges for students who are deaf, deafblind, and hard of hearing that are different from their peers who can hear, such as those with learning disabilities. Hopefully, these discussion prompts will help people to understand and plan for the challenges of students who are deaf, hard of hearing, or deafblind. This discussion guide is based on information from the Individuals with Disabilities Act, IDEA, of 2004. This law says that IEP team members should consider individual language and communication needs for students who are deaf, deafblind, or hard of hearing. Each student is unique. The guide also includes information from the Americans with Disabilities Act, Title II. This law also addresses communication access. The developers of the guide also compiled the Minnesota Language and Communication Checklist. This helps team members to identify how the student communicates at home and at school, and how that communication may be different. The information from this checklist can help teams decide where the student should be placed for school, or what changes need to be made to improve language and communication development and access. It is recommended that parents and professionals email or talk about what discussion prompts need to be considered before the team gathers. All of the prompts do not need to be used for each meeting. If communication cannot happen before the meeting, then IEP managers may want to email or send home specific discussion points ahead of time and create an agenda that has the most important discussion points highlighted. The discussion prompts may encourage other ideas and discussions about individual student needs and goals. IEP teams should feel free to add other ideas for specific situations. It is very important that the IEP process focuses on language and communication development and access from early elementary to post-school years when developing plans for students who are deaf, deafblind, or hard of hearing, because these students frequently have compromised access in a wide variety of situations and not just in the classroom. At the end of the guide, there are examples of present level of academic achievement and functional performance, also abbreviated PLAF. These sample goals and objectives will help teams to create IEPs that focus on language and communication, not just on the communication page, but in all areas. Because students need access on playground, during science labs, in small groups, classroom discussions, and on the worksite. Language is everywhere. Students who may appear to have no academic issues may still be impacted by their hearing loss in other parts of their lives. Student needs also change as it gets closer to graduation, so IEPs need to adjust so students are prepared for transitions to post-school life.